Robbers and renegades, liars and thieves. We are the Mechanisms, a band of immortal space pirates roaming the universe on the starship Aurora. Having fun, violence, adventure, violence, it's mainly violence. In our time among the stars, we've seen many things, some beautiful, some horrible. This story falls most definitely into the latter category. Once upon a time, in a far-off sector of a very old galaxy, there lived a king. Long ago, he was a good king, a wise king. There were even those that called him merry. But the treatments and technology that had extended his life throughout the millennia had warped his mind as they had withered his body. And soon his soul grew red with the lust for conquest. Old King Cole was a brutal soul, and a bloody red soul had he. He called for his mead and his gun so cold, and he called for his little pigs 3. Now every piggy had a razor blade and sharpened it with glee. Oh, far and near, they all learn fear from King Cole and his little pigs 3. Factories churn, bodies burn, stars are shining bright. It's your turn, now you learn how King Cole feasts tonight. Old King Cole was not missold, of years he had 100 score. The dark appliance of infernal science would give him millennia more. And he would watch as the suns burned out, collapsing from their core. Oh, never to forgive, he would eternal live, his hands dyed red by gore. Factories churn, bodies burn, stars are shining bright. It's your turn, now you learn how King Cole feasts tonight. Old King Cole had conquered and stole the wealth of 1,000 sons. Surrounded was he by bodyguards 3 who murdered for their sovereign's fun. Arrayed in armor black as ebony, it did no good to run. Whatever your task, the grim pig mask would tell you that your life was done. Factories turn, bodies burn, stars are shining bright. It's your turn, now you learn how King Cole feasts tonight. In the center of Xantine, capital city of New Constantinople, there stood a vast palace. Cavernous chambers by their hundreds were cared for by staff too numerous to count, while below, tunnels and passageways unused for a dozen lifetimes sprawled under the city like a spider's web, reaching every nook and lurking place. Somewhere in the center of this labyrinth stood a small, unremarkable room, roughly hewn from thick black rock, where King Cole sat on his white throne. His shriveled form seemed all the more withered on its ivory bulk, surrounded as always by the 3 little pigs, silent guardians who never moved nor spoke as the blood pooled on the floor before their ruler. The feast was soon to begin. Old King Cole had a tale he told to those brought before his throne. Immense and white, it gleamed in the night, the color of sun-bleached bone. He'd whisper softly in their ears, the words were never known. None could tell what was said, save for the dead and the 3 little pigs alone. Factories churn, bodies burn, stars are shining bright. It's your turn, now you learn how King Cole feasts